Should have had a joke prepared.
It's okay.
Got a good pickup line?
Yeah,
Hit you with?
go for it.
How much does a polar bear weigh?
How much?
Enough to break the ice.
Hey!
So the proper pronunciation is Hawaii, actually. It's very common for people to say Hawaii. And even in Hawaii, it's pretty common to say Hawaii, but proper pronunciation is Hawaii. I've learned that I'm not just a shy little island boy. I think that was always my preconception of myself. And then when I came to LA, I realized that I could choose who I wanted to be. I could choose to come out of my shell and experience new things and just be different than I ever have been, and that was okay. It was okay to experiment with who I am and to discover who that is. So the things that I've learned about myself have made me definitely more confident in the person that I am now. Even from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I feel like I have a much more solid sense of self and direction. And a lot of that is because of just the city and being in this place. I'm not sure if I'll ever stop second guessing myself and second guessing the musical dream. I think it kind of just goes hand in hand with doing something creative that doesn't really have a definitive path. The only question to me that matters is if you wake up and ask yourself, is this really what I love to do? And every day I wake up and I ask myself that, and the answer is yes. So all the other questions are just questions. My greatest inspiration for songwriting usually comes from something sad, because happiness isn't really like a definitive emotion. You know, it's more like a state of being. But when you're sad, it's tangible. You know, you feel it. It overwhelms you. It fills you up. And I feel like the saddest moments of my life have all produced what I believe are my best songs, probably because I'm the most connected to it. And I've always felt like the best songs that have ever been written are generally sad songs. The advice I'd give someone who wants to start songwriting is to not be afraid to suck, honestly. Being okay with failure and with progression is one part of it. The other part of it is just being vulnerable, because that's hard to do too. And really speaking your mind and not censoring yourself, because at the end of the day, the best songs are the ones that are the most unhindered. Shooting in Hawaii, specifically on Maui, was really fun. The music video was produced by my friend Sebastian Saye. He's a super talented videographer, and I was really lucky to work with him. It was just me and Sebastian, and we kind of just went around the island and did all the things that we normally would do when I'm home. My main focus was to show a side of Maui that people don't see when they go to visit. You know, everyone, you think of Maui, you think of white sandy beaches and palm trees and hotels, and that's pretty much it. But for me, I grew up on the mountainside, and it was pastures and forests. So when I think of home, I think of that. I think of something that's totally different from the preconception of Maui, and that was really what I wanted to convey. So we ended up going to all those places. We went to Olinda Forest and hiked into the crater of Haleakala, and it was just really fun. And I think that what we ended up coming up with was something that conveyed a sense of vulnerability. A lot of it was shot very much alone, just me in a lot of open space, and that was kind of what I wanted to convey, was sort of a sense of loneliness, because the song deals with that. So yeah, it was really fun, and I think that we ended up coming up with something that hit the mark. That's what I was looking for.